Thanks for coming in today and agreeing to sit the Axon ASMR personality trait classification examination. Now don't stress, it really is very simple. I'm just going to ask you a series of 10 questions, and all you need to do is give me a yes or a no response. At the end of the test, we'll tally up the number of yes responses you've given me, and that will show me which category you fall into, and I'll give you the results. Don't worry about that. In fact, it's almost immediate, so there's no delay there at all. Before we get started, are you comfortable? Can I get you anything? A glass of water? No, you're okay. Let's get started, and remember, there are no right or wrong answers, only lies. So I do ask that you would be as honest with me as possible. Okay, let's take a look. Question 1. Have you ever had your arm stuck in a food vending machine? Yes or no? Question 2. Have you ever taken a swan dive into a rather large vat of partially cooked brown rice? Yes or no? You okay? You're doing really well. No, that's fine. Everyone says that. Okay. Question 3. Before having a bowel movement, have you noticed that the amount of toilet paper left on the roll is at a critically low level, but you've decided to go ahead anyway because you like to take risks? And let's face it, you subscribe to the theory that if you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much space. Yes or no? Question 4. Upon hearing that your partner is diabetic and suffering from hay fever, have you ever tried to cheer them up with a box of chocolates and a bunch of flowers? Question 5. We're at the halfway mark here. Do you ever walk with one of your elbows pointing forward? Yes or no? Question 6. Last time you ate lobster, did your lips swell up, your neck went red, and you found it difficult to breathe, but you didn't want to seek medical attention because you were terrified that you might be diagnosed with a shellfish allergy? Question 7. Are you terrified of spiders, but you keep a tarantula in a jar by your bed because you figure that it increases your heart rate in a more efficient and timely manner than any other exercise that you can think of? Question 8. We're almost there. Have you ever mistaken a mirror for a television set and become frustrated by the fact that all the channels seem exactly the same? Yes or no? Question 9. Do you own a theremin, and have you played it in the last 3 months? Yes or no? Final question now. Do you immediately touch the dinner plate as soon as someone says, "Be careful, it's very hot"? Okay, well, that's the testing component finished. So what we'll do now is we'll tally the number of yes responses that you've given me. Based on that amount, you will fall into one of these distinct personality trait classifications. Now, I'm going to go through that now. So which one did you fall into? Now, if you failed to answer any of those questions with a yes, chances are you play it pretty safe. You're the kind of person that would never dream of paying a bill late. You're on Facebook, but you've never made a single post. You read the instructions before doing anything for the first time. You can swim, but you actually prefer to watch others. You don't really like to get wet yourself. You take a warm jacket with you wherever you go, even at the height of summer. You turn the radio up for the news. Now, people trust you, but they do struggle to really open up to you because they feel like they're going to be judged. You are risk adverse and would probably benefit from broadening your horizons a little. You could take a night class in photography, or you could start writing haiku poems. Next time you go on a vacation, organize the travel, but do not book any accommodation. Ask yourself, what is the worst thing that could possibly happen? It's time to brew yourself a chamomile tea and learn to relax a little more. The second category is for those of you that answered 1 to 3 yeses to that test. Now, if this is you, the chances are that you have burnt your fingers on at least one occasion. You like to dream, but more often than not, you fall into line with the prevailing norms of your culture. You're a good employee, you turn up on time most days, but you very rarely take your full quota of sick days each year. You've done some crazy things in the past, don't get me wrong, but with each passing year, you're beginning to feel a pinch of predictability, and you settle for watching television most evenings. The chances are that your weekly squash game is often cancelled, and you're actually quite happy and relieved when that happens. The most exciting thing you did this week was to open the microwave door before the timer had reached 0. The time has come to revisit the passions of your youth and to press pause on the suffocating noise of busy 21st century living. You could take a bushwalk, go fishing, or simply fly a kite. Seize the day before it's too late. The next category is for those of you that answered yes 4, 5, or 6 times during the test. Now, if this is you, then you are certainly in the minority. You strike a healthy balance between conformity and insanity. People will find you interesting. You will always have a story to tell, and you make other people feel very good about themselves. You do not settle for Groundhog Day. You seek out new challenges and experiences. You do not have to know the result of everything before you try it for the first time. You hold fairly loosely to your possessions, and you like to share a meal with people. You might become frustrated at times when your peers do not want to go salsa dancing with you on a weeknight, or perhaps travel with you to Taiwan for a weekend. It might help to write down your goals, but allow yourself the luxury of achieving them in a greater time frame. That being said, you certainly do need to be flexible enough to follow the opportunities as they arise, or you will begin to feel a little deflated and restless. Okay, 2 more categories remain. The next one is if you answered yes for 7 to 9 of the questions, then you certainly are living quite an atypical life. I would be surprised if you had not already put your name down for the Mars One program. You're the kind of person most people only ever hear about but never actually meet. Your schooling would have brought your teachers a degree of grief at times, but many of them probably wish they had been more like you when they were students. You will most likely be the person who successfully invents driverless Uber, a self-buttering toaster, and you've probably already patented a tank top that converts into a shopping bag. Life could go either way for you. You could get a job in finance, develop a decade-long drug habit, wind up with coronary artery disease before you're 40. Or you might travel to Africa, start up a not-for-profit, clean drinking water initiative and save thousands of lives. Choose wisely. Try not to impress everyone all the time. Follow your instincts. Look beyond yourself. Maintain your bravery and a healthy approach to risk-taking. The final category is for those of you that answered yes to every single question. If this is you, then you're certainly a very rare breed of person. You're most likely a natural entertainer, and you like to surprise people, as much as making them laugh. People are a little wary around you and never quite know what will happen next. You might struggle to hold down long-term friends, but you find it very easy to meet people. You like listening to David Gray. If you can focus your creative spirit for long enough, you have the ability and the wherewithal to successfully manufacture and distribute artisanal, bespoke cheeses and other small goods. Your slightly eccentric perspective on life gives you the advantage of seeing opportunities that others just simply miss. Your success will be directly related to your ability to stay on task and not get sidetracked by the next offer of hitchhiking around Ireland with a refrigerator strapped to your back. Well, that concludes the Axon ASMR Personality Trait Classification Examination. Thanks so much for participating. Which category did you fall into? In the comments below, you might like to write down how many yes responses you gave. And if you'd like to subscribe so as you don't miss any more Axon ASMR films, then please click on that little button below. Thanks again, and until next time, bye for now.